Okay, quick Monday morning radar update. So we've gapped up. We've as good as closed that little opening gap on the DAX. It's usually better when markets gap down and catch everyone offside, but everyone's offside already by the looks of it. We will see. But a lot of volume interest in large caps and small caps today. So I think the best way to go at this today is, looking through my own portfolio, I've got a lot of swing points, in the process of trying to fire off for tonight's end of day screens. You can see quite a few turning up from very interesting areas. So I think the best way to come at this is let's not get too involved on these intraday charts today. Brent got whacked, didn't it? Back into a normal sort of mean trend area. Bit mixed on all these markets really. Let's just go into a few other markets. 20-year gapped up, didn't it? As we know, it's going right sideways in a base here. Dollar gap down. And let's just quickly go and have a look at that Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin, it's easy to pin the news on why Bitcoin's moving down here, but obviously we're going to gap back up on it today, I think. But to me, I still think, this is delayed. I still think we come into this area. We've been saying it since this, as it was running up here. Where do you find reward to risk if you want a long out of something like Bitcoin? Well, you wait for the pullback, don't you? It's very simple. I reckon that's a magnet, that 50,000 area. But doesn't mean it will continue like it did before. Nobody knows the future. That's why you've got to be on top of your own risk. So I'll quickly jump into a few of the small caps. There's a lot on volume today. I'll just put 30% in here. There's loads. It's in the large caps at the moment. The volume. The large caps are overwhelmed with volume, so it's a bit hard to make any sense on all these bounces. But let's just buzz through these in order of sector. I know a few of you guys in chat have been talking about this one. Yeah, pretty normal area, isn't it? Obviously, I think there's news coming on this one. I don't hold it. It's loss making. It's a lose less scenario. I see the turnovers ticking up and all that, jazz. So do not step in front of those earnings if you're not already riding it, I'd probably say. No trigger, no trade. That's the one, isn't it? ELIX. Obviously, very thin stock, this one. We've talked about it many times. It refuses to move down the GT. Or has it moved down now? I don't know. I think it has, actually. ELIX. But it's just too thin, and it's not what I trade, so... high-fived. I know some took it from here, from that breakout. High five. The guy who likes thin stocks, me, it was just a bit too thin for my account. Bay Capital, new one on me, that one. So probably best just to cruise on through, and Marshalls, yeah, how trends end. Well, it could have ended, but it's 150% plus out of the base, so I think anyone who will show it in a reward to risk manner, anyone who took that and then added to it will be happy. But the thing with buyouts, I know everyone beats the drum and high fives on these things. You make nothing out of them. Well, you make a little bit out of them, don't you? It's great if you're riding a big position already, but they tend to happen. You get on a really good stock and then they just gap up a few days later on a buyout, and you go, oh, it's not where the money is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, we'll just see how the US opens and cruise on in, and it'd be interesting in tonight's end of day screens. I think. I've spent a bit less time. I did do a bit more work on the GTRS yesterday, but I've been adding the squeeze sort of indicator, the Momo squeeze for the structurally momentum sort of, and the right to pick up right sides of bases and in the strongest stocks, and you're going to start seeing that on the screens now. And I can even screen the market down to those stocks, so we can have a, just do a session of looking through stocks what are setting up prior to the breakouts, rather than just waiting for them to hit my screens. So it's another tool in the toolbox. Okay, I'll leave it there.